Yes, indeed, Paul. Still territory for us to go out of the range. Samlo could be dangerous.
Of course, but you know, I'll play it safe. I just want him to, you know, use that as like a tongue twister. You know, say it really fast 3 times, 5 times.
I think Paul could do that. He's got the experience, you know. I think did he recently do his 200th event or something ridiculous like that? I think that was Cologne. He made it past that mark, so it's pretty impressive.
You just know that Paul has been around for a long time. And, you know, kind of like some of the players we have from Virtus Pro. So we have Taz on our screen. You know, quite a long and glorious career for this man here alongside his brother Neo. Essentially, I mean, brother, they might as well be family. They've been playing together for so long now. A decade together on the same rosters, dominating.
I'm very excited about this game. I think it's strange and also very interesting that we've ended up on Nuke. I think the panel had it right. This is the map that Virtus Pro took away from Astralis during the Cash for Clash, or Clash for Cash. I can never say that right.
Yeah, I know. I always get it wrong too. I was just like, what? Wait a second.
Regardless, that is what happened, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out for this best of 1. And I mean, you know, look at the names. Virtus Pro versus VEGA Squadron. Your mind says easy. Like you know who's going to win. But then you actually think about it for a little bit, and you realize that Chopper and JR are like quite dangerous. Mir, who's been he's been playing out of control as well. I think they've got like a bunch of potential of VEGA Squadron to really make this, if not a tense match, maybe an ups match here.
Sure.
I think this is well within the realm of reason. So yeah, I would say there's lots for Virtus Pro to worry about.
The key for VP right now is just to show a healthy amount of respect. And by that I mean show no respect whatsoever. Just go and slap these guys. Like you are VP. This is where you need to just be like, you are VP. You are the team. You got your map as well. One of your strongest maps in the pool.
Yes.
In a best of 1, yeah, sure. And playing Nuke in a best of 1 kind of hurts your brain a little bit because if you get that strong CT start, right, you know, it can be very difficult for teams to break it. And so VP will be starting on T side, and so it's even more important that they pick up the pistol. But really, VP should just come into this map thinking we are the superior team. We're going to win all the duels. Get out of our turf.
Let's see how it all unfolds here, and maybe they have tried to do something like that. Neo certainly very quick with that push. Mir getting one headshot, and he's going to get overwhelmed. Taz with the shot, running and gunning up on the railing, and he's almost going to be able to take down Haji there. It looked like he was about to get run over, still might, as he's trying to fall back in towards the ramp room. Taz chasing him down, relentless with the Glock. That's a second kill for him, and Pasha out here with the deagle in hand. Not going to get the headshot right away, but there is still a big chance here for Virtus Pro to win the round. 4 versus 3, and they got plenty of time.
Absolutely, because they already have snacks down Cam and Sig at the B site. And so once VP have access to this, you can leave Pasha alone, kind of lurking around in the hallways here. He might run into Kashander. But the rest of the team are grouped up and working together as a unit, and that's what you want to see here if you're Virtus Pro. There is a kit still in play. It's on Chopper, but he's taking quite a bit of damage here. So if he is going to die, he needs to die on the site and make it possible for his teammates to get out here and actually try something.
JR not checking the corner close to him, and Snacks lurking in wait. He's going to go down. Chopper's 1 shot away from death anyway, so that looked a bit interesting. Smoke is going to be up right in Taz's face, and they're just going to have to try and go for the defuse. Unfortunately, he's very low on health already. Taz clicking and not quite hitting anything. Now he's bouncing into him, and there's a couple of kills there for Virtus Pro to win the round. Slight moment of panic at the end, but it worked out.
I think for Taz in particular, you look a little lost. When the smoke seems infinite, you get stuck on something, you're never getting out of the smoke. You're like, wait. That should kind of tell you something there. But what's crazy is that it's Pasha with the deagle who gets that shot and saves the day. VP pick up the pistol round here. They've accomplished the first step towards success on Nuke on the T side. They get the strong start, they get the nades, and they go for quite a few SMGs. And I'm curious to see exactly what VEGA will have to answer this with. Not a whole lot. 3 Kevlars, a scout on JR, so there is that.
That's some really fast yard smokes coming out of Virtus Pro. They were landing as Pasha was making his run down. The rest of the squad going to run towards the ramp room instead, it seems. So could be very dangerous indeed. They've already taken over ramp, and JR no chance at all. Pasha, he was there to catch them, but he failed in that mission, and that's going to leave it a bit tricky now. Haji trying to stay alive. He'll get at least 1 kill, or so you get a little bit of damage. If you would have got 1 kill, then you could actually slow down the rest of VP enough that they could have maybe turned around then. Bit scary for Virtus Pro.
Oh, Kashander with the right idea. That's unfortunate, but VP, they're just out of the range of that angle. Surely thought of there from Virtus Pro. And as the smoke clears, going to be the duel between Bialy and Kashander. Bialy wins it with the UMP up close. 4 players surviving this round. And yeah, this is perfect for Virtus Pro. So long as Taz doesn't die with the AK, everybody else, they're just going to keep farming, keep making tremendous amounts of money.
Man, that was about to be a very bad round for VP. I mean, it's great that they fought their way out, but I think if they could have got that one kill, like once they took down Pasha, everyone else from VP is just running down the ramp. Like they could have faced a fiery squad, admittedly of pistols, but still, that was a bit risky. Snack surviving on 10 health on top of the bomb, and Virtus Pro will clear that round no problem in the end. Mia managing to save the Deagle.
Saves the Deagle, no Kevlar. He's at 2,000 in the bank. So it is JR who actually kind of managed his economy a little bit better. He's at 2750. He got dropped that scout. So he has that to work with in the next round. Not so much in this one. This should be a hard eco apart from that Deagle here for Vega Squadron. Wouldn't mind seeing somebody go ahead and just drop $200 on a flash. You know, you can always find something with that, but it's looking like it's going to be a kind of default approach here from Vega Squadron. Nice and spread out across the map, and looking for a fight early on in the yard here. Unfortunately for JR, he runs right into Pasha, blindsided.
That's a lot of distract from Virtus Pro. Pasha's just running while the rest of his team are laying down the smokes, and how can you stop that? I mean, yeah, running for the smoke might be one of them, and this time, Pasha's going to do his job even better than last time. He's going to pick up the kill on Hutchie as well. Making it Mia and Kashander left. Mia trying to see if he could push his way in. Pasha's all over the place right now. It's beautiful to watch. Very well done.
I think Kashander failed to read what was written on the glass over there. It is an emergency, Kashander. You should be breaking that glass. Instead, he's going to pick up the Deag. Yep, that's right. He's got a Molotov, too. Could have come up with something clever. Unfortunately for him, though, Bialy is lurking right around the corner with that UMP. And we shall say no more about Bialy.
Down and out for the count. But good for Vega if they could do some economic damage here to the Polish side of things. Of course, a lot of eyes are going to be on Virtus Pro for this particular tournament. Being in Krakow, definitely a lot of fans in that arena. Another headshot coming through on Neo. That's a really great job. He picks up a flashbang and a UMP, and he can use that next round, no problem here. That's an interesting turn of events. Virtus Pro giving a couple of rifles and not really getting much out of it.
That is something that needs to get touched on, though, is that VP, when they get into Polish territory, it feels like there's just this additional pressure that builds on their shoulders, and their game suffers because of it. And so coming into this tournament, it's almost it's like, okay, yeah, we haven't had the best results leading into it, but what we kind of need to focus on here is just imagine that we're playing somewhere else, like in Sweden or something, or you know, Vegas or whatever, right? Somewhere that is not.
I mean, maybe, but also, once the crowd is there, I feel like that's going to ignite them, you know? Like, I think if they could just make it into the playoffs, then, I don't know, I still think they could do it, like, I really do.
Oh, I haven't given up hope on VP, far from it. There's a lot of talk about slumps and roster changes. I don't think that should be happening for VP whatsoever.
And Neo goes down. Such a good angle from JR. And he's looking for another one. He's going to get a chance against Pasha here. Flashbang for the setup, and the timing was almost there for him. But JR is so cool right now. He seems almost unfazed by the fact that they're right around the corner, just backing off slowly. And he's already got the first kills. So everything is in order here. Vega Squadron, definitely an interesting team. It's been flying under the radar of a lot of people, I think, for a while. But during the major qualifier, they certainly showed what they were all about. JR goes down right afterwards to Bialy and Kashander. This is a pretty good angle to be covering. Hard for them to do anything about it. It's going to be a quick kill there on Bialy. He's going to... Oh, if he could have got out the grenade first, that would have been excellent. But Pasha will take him down. Now 3-on-3.
Unfortunately for Snacks, he doesn't even know. Got shot by Chopper, but Pasha on the lower side, 30 seconds left, and it looks like they finally will get control of B and be able to plant this bomb. Once again, same position here from Taz. Wide open plant. Out in the open, and he's going to be able to make his way back. Does he close the doors or not? Because that will be making a sound if he does. Would give away his position.
Chopper's miles away. He actually decided to go back instead of down the vent, so he's coming in same angle as the one that Mira is holding. Taz with the door open as they jump down. He sees the feet, and Chopper's got no idea. That's a great little mind game. And Pasha to close out the round with a triple kill. All of them very smooth, all of them very well lined up. And that will be Virtus Pro to clear it out. 4-0 There was a lot of trouble for VEGA here.
If we could get a replay, actually, it's not even of kills. It's just how JR and VP both approached secret tunnels there, going towards the lower site. Like JR, that was textbook stuff, falling back each angle, every time just holding the angle, giving the ground as soon as VP do it, forcing VP to use utility to get him off those angles, but also VP, yeah, using utility, working together to clear out the, like, it was just on both sides. That was some really satisfying CS to watch on how to play defense versus offense. And so VP eventually, they keep their cool and find the picks that allow them to pick up the round.
Oh god.
That was some very nice CS to watch.
As was that classic nuke tactic of blowing out the door and through the smoke, and here's Snacks with a sawn-off shotgun, taking 2 big kills for a lot of money there. Pudgy getting a headshot on 1 and a second 2. That's not at all bad. We'll still leave it in a 2 versus 3 here. Shouldn't be that much of an issue, I think, for Virtus.pro to close out this round. Snacks still out and about looking for a couple of kills.
In the meantime, bomb is getting planted on that B site, and then once again, Taz falling back to his usual spot.
It's an AWP right there, so if Mir can make his way over, maybe?
Yeah, exactly, if they can actually save, because, you know, Chopper, well, Chopper should obviously prioritize the AWP. I really like Taz's positioning, though, in that, in Toxic, just because it gives him so much info on ramp. If anybody steps over here, well, I mean, obviously, Bialy getting shot to death is going to change things up, but just when it comes to a retake scenario, we saw how well it worked out for Taz. He's able to communicate to his teammates, he hears them coming, he can even count them if they're both running right. But this will be a successful save. A very successful eco round, actually, here for VEGA. And see, yeah, VP trying to come back over here. Sure enough, Snacks will be able to recover the AK, but they've sacrificed 3 players, Virtus.pro, and given 2 free guns over to VEGA Squadron. So for a hard eco, this was a good round here for VEGA.
Yeah, they're making the most out of what really is not a great position at the moment. 5-0 in favor of the Polish side. And VEGA Squadron need to step it up just a little bit.
And we haven't even seen any A play yet from VP. So we're seeing some very clean yard takes that allow for the pressure on ramp. They keep finding that kill as well, and that's something that VEGA are definitely going to have to adjust. The man who's holding in hell, the rotator towards ramp, he's going to have to try and change up how he approaches that, because if that wall of smokes keeps going down, you know, what's your timing to peak? Because both times, the guy who goes for peak info on ramp, he's just like, oh, I'm dead. Great. And then VP have that man advantage, so they can take it from there. So some of these details that need to get discussed from VEGA, they need to find the timings and how to work together right now to adjust to what they're seeing from VP. But because we haven't even seen anything on A from VP, VP have still got plenty left here to figure out and work with.
Quite a few grenades raining in outside. Neo again very fast with this push, but they've got to be careful. Mir is holding out there with the AK. Sort of a dangerous line to be covering here. Like, it could go, if they find out that you're here, it's very hard to get out alive, but Neo's allowed to sneak his way in. Taz gets 1 frag, and a lot of trouble in the A-bomb site now. Chopper going to be going down. Pudgy coming out, has to actually keep running because the Molotov is up behind him. Spots the feet of Neo, and he's going to get the kill. Pudgy doing a lot of work right now. Snacks and Pasha not really in position at the moment. That's a bit odd. There's Pasha with a kill on JR. Not sure why VEGA are still fighting this hard. The bomb isn't even down yet, and you just have the 2 versus 3, so maybe time to cool it off a bit. There's Mir with the kill on 1, and now Snacks in the 1 versus 2 for the clutch. Can he make it? He's actually stuck in the smoke right now. Not easy to get back from here. And right on top of it, he makes it into contamination and with decon, and now Snacks is maybe in a winnable position.
Oh, except that bomb is getting defused. He's taking the long route. Will he just be able to make it? It's going to be a split-second situation. It's not going to be happening for him. They will peek into him for some odd reason. Plenty of money on VP's side to rebuy. You didn't really need to go for that peek. Snacks is going to have the money to buy again if he were to die, right? And so, interesting decisions, but
that was, oh man, just a couple of more seconds would have been interesting, but also just the fact that you can see he's having a hard time getting out from that smoke, you know? Just the after-pump position not working out. Sometimes we see the bomb being planted for that decon door, and people will just sort of keep, you know, playing around with it, maybe even shoot a hole in it and try and see if they can catch anyone defusing on the other side, but he was just out of time altogether. So 5-1 is the scoreline moving into the 7th round, and VEGA finally coming up with a big win. They need to continue a lot, and look at Virtus.pro, they're so fast on this T side. Unusually fast.
But this time around, oh, they might have started walking just early enough. That still doesn't mean that they've dealt with JR. And sure enough, are they going to peek it together? Yes, they will. This time, not going to get caught off guard. JR with the incendiary to try and buy a little bit more time. And it works out perfectly. Allows him to reposition. And he still had a teammate alive in vents as well to hold the line. This is going to be on Kashandra now. He's going to be able to take advantage of the edge. No, right through the smoke. The pressure here from Virtus.pro, it's monstrous. VEGA, they're giving so much ground right now.
They are being pushed back. JR had a chance for a shot then. Now he's flashed instead. And has to just wait a bit up there on the railing. Again, Pasha making it work. He's playing better than we've seen for a very long time here. With the AWP as well. It's just great to see it happen. Taz will take down Mia after Neo lost his life. So 4 versus 3, 40 seconds left here. Virtus.pro playing such a clinical T-half right now.
This is a totally different VP, but it's also a totally, I think it's a VP that just feel supremely confident versus this opponent, which is exactly what should be happening. A little bit of a missed shot there from JR, and now he's caught in a tight spot. Does battle back, still takes Bialy with him. But that leaves Chopper alone in a 1v3. And Chop, that bomb has now been planted.
There's probably no point in fighting this 1v3. Like, as soon as you fire the gun, they're going to know where you are. He does get 1 kill, but Snacks and Taz, look at the crossfire setup that's here. Chopper making noise, jumping down, and it's going to get shot in the back by Taz, who picks up a double kill. JR definitely was in a position where he could have turned that round in favor of VEGA. If he got the kill on Pasha in the window, maybe there would have been a chance, but as soon as that doesn't happen, he gets overrun and the bomb site falls. It's 6-1 Virtus.pro. Their first game of the major tournament, VEGA Squadron 2, but that breaks the economy for the VEGA side. How can they fight their way back?
And there's also a little bit more pressure on VEGA. This is the major, Anders. They finally made it. And so, first game of the major, there might be some jitters that they're trying to get over as well, especially because you're not exactly going up against an easy opponent. VP on Nuke, they're a force to be reckoned with, and we're seeing why. Just systematic destruction.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of people waiting on the other side of this door. Snacks. And try and see if he could crisp Kashandra, but he makes it out alive. Chopper and JR, we can't really say the same for them.
No, but there's still a trap here for VP. It is this 5-man stack on A. We'll see, do VP suss this out, or do they actually walk into it? With 2 guys stacked on HUD, if you go through Squeak Door, you're not going to have much time to worry because you're going to be dead.
VP sensing something might be off. And they're all going to converge on the ramp room. Kashandra trying to see if he could become one of them. Just wanted to make some new friends.
It's been 2 seconds, and then Pasha figured it out. Hearing the footsteps behind him. And well, VP, I love it. Look at this, how they're handling this eco as well. They're all just grouped up, stacked up, moving together as a unit, not giving VEGA the chance to pick them off one at a time. Although, as I say that, we might have a little bit of an opportunity here on ramp. But 2 players, once again, ready and waited. Pasha misses his shot. Bialy, though, will get the spray. Mir, not long for this world, and this is not a good anti-eco, or I mean, rather eco for VEGA. They just got nothing out of it, unfortunately for them. A flawless anti-eco on VP's side. And again, just a lesson on how to play anti-ecos.
Something else that I think is a worrying sign if you're VEGA is the fact that Virtus.pro 7-1, but Neo has 0 kills. She's 0-6 right now. They're winning this Virtus.pro 4 versus 5. I mean, it's not quite fair. Obviously, Neo is still doing something, but in terms of kills, what happens if he starts to come alive and do a bit more here? VEGA finally have rifles back in their hands. At least that is going in the right direction, but this looks like it could be a real sweep. Maybe the first one we have of the major, because the rest of the games have been fairly close.
Yeah, 16-10, 16-12.
Yeah.
You know, solid score lines for sure. Or at least a match.
Wow.
But there we go.
Nice shot from Bialy. That was actually not much of Haji's face actually showing in that position, but doesn't really matter. Bialy to pick up the kill. 4 versus 5, and grenades starting to rain in. Pasha again. He's playing alone with the AWP and just finding frags left and right. Gonna get that one on Chopper as well. He's not even worried about the bomb anymore. He is just on a mission. Papa Biceps here to make the plays.
Yeah, he's amped.
Yeah, he's currently got 13 kills. Why not? Why not?
A couple of rounds ago, I think he had 151 ADR, so it'd be fun to see like where he is at now as we progress. But Pasha just continues to show fine form here in this match to start things off, and this is now VEGA wisely backing off to try and just save anything here. There is someone out there hunting for him. but I don't think they're going to be able to find him here. Just not enough time. And so 8-1 for VP, methodically picking this defense apart one at a time. And do they even have, they don't really have enough money. I mean, they can drop UMPs, I guess, if they want, Mir and JR. But really, this is probably just going to be, nope, yep, never mind. And not even UMPs, they're dropping FAMASs. Interesting. No,
yeah.
Okay, 2 UMPs, 1 on Chopper, 1 on Kashander. A little bit light on the nades, Kashander, because he had to force.
Did they leave a FAMAS in spawn?
I think there was some kind of juggle there, because I saw 2 UMPs, so they left the UMP.
Yeah, they left the UMP. That's a bit of a shame. Don't want to be buying things you don't really need.
Don't want to be buying FAMASs when you have a UMP.
Maybe that too. Haji's gone down already. Snacks with the opening. Man, Virtus Pro. They look tuned in right now. Oh, and what a shot coming out. Snacks cancelling, just deleting JR off of the map. What on earth is going on?
The one tap. And now Taz is ready. He's got an off angle though. This is the one and done. And not even that. Bialy and Pasha, however, will make up for it. But yeah, Taz really the sacrificial lamb there. Neo will finally find a kill. Chopper in the back.
If you're a Counter-Strike player in this tournament and you see Snacks hit a shot like that, it's just the cold is just going to run down your spine thinking, please don't. Like, he's been gone for a while, Snacks. Let him just stay gone. We don't want him back because when he's back, he's one of the best players in the world, and that's definitely scary. 9-1.
You talk to teams, man, and they're just like, you know, what do you think about VP right now? They're like, oh, they still got Snacks. It's all right. You know? You just can't take it. Like, man, in a football match, in a match of CS, he's lethal everywhere, Anders.
Let's see if we've managed to curse him enough that VEGA could do something here. And Neo finding a second kill of the game for him, so he started to come alive a bit as well. It's just a great time for Virtus Pro. They're having a blast right now. Mir to pick up the AWP. He's very low on health and just trying to see if he can get back into a position to maybe pick up another kill. Virtus Pro don't have to worry about too much in a round like this. Already making their way back. Oh, JR going to be going down, and I think they heard the shot from Mir as well, so he is going to be in some trouble here.
Yeah, he's boxed now. And Snacks making sure that he has no way out. Although that smoke does allow him to sneak through to main. He had, right on the edge. There is no edge in the smoke. Nothing to take advantage of, but now is this going to work out here for Mir? Yep, sure enough. He even takes the time to scope, Anders. Thought that he was going to go, you know, for the fly shot there.
Oh, well, problem is, can't hide too close to the bomb either with 16 health, so got to be really careful. Neo and Taz making sure they don't give up the round in some sort of silly way. They don't know that he doesn't have a kit here, so either way, he's just in a lot of trouble. Making a bit of noise, and yeah, Neo should try and follow him, I think. That would make sense.
Definitely. They have the money to buy. You do not, I mean, Snacks and Bialy both have got above 10 digits, so if you can get this AWP off of him, that would be a big deal. And Neo, he's taking the right angle. Is he going to be able to find him, though? I think Mir's going to be able to dash back to T-spawn just in time. Closes that angle, and Neo, no joy for him. Or as I say that, is it going to be a split second? No.
Seems like the end round time will last a long time when you have an AWP that you're trying to save. 10-1, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely very impressive, and a tactical timeout being called by VEGA Squadron makes a lot of sense considering the deep hole that they are in right now.
100%. It's a question of just, well, they're trying to adapt to Virtus Pro's plays, you know, with the pressure in yard, etc. And they're actually giving up the yard control for the hallway control down and lower towards B, but they're not effective right now, VEGA Squadron, with that defense. You know, regardless, it's VP that keep pushing them back. And once VP get up into control room, it just feels like Virtus Pro, that's where Bialy comes alive, that's where Pasha comes alive, that's where they start finding the kills, right? And so it's once they get to that step, that's where VEGA Squadron need to figure out a game plan on how to stop VP from getting those picks that keep giving him space.
See if that little mascot there is going to be enough to rally some sort of morale for the team. Maybe make him feel good. Keep the focus. They certainly need it right now. Mir picking up a kill on Neo. Good way to get started. And now, where is the follow-up? VEGA Squadron right now should feel very comfortable. 5 versus 4 on Nuke, CT side. Hold the bomb sites. Just don't give up too much yard control and you'll be fine.
Yeah, in this round. The whole, you know, VP double digits T-side nuke. It doesn't, you know, give you much reason. Hoochie. Hoochie with the double. Clever angle from him, that headshot angle. If you start spraying, you know, it can get a little bit desperate. Bialy's still out in the yard, and who's tagging along with him? It'll be Taz.
Now that Mirlik's playing out here, and this time he's going to catch them again. So, double kill for him, double for Hoochie, and Taz. If he can find a couple of kills here, that would be a pretty good job. Kashenda might be the target. Indeed, he will be. And Taz is going to go down afterwards, so it's very well done. And will be a second round for VEGA Squadron. And I swear I heard a pause being called, so I'm not sure if that was a tactical. We'll find out in a second.
The Chopper was looking a little confused there for a second, so yeah, it looks like it's on VEGA's side.
Fair enough. 2-10. Better late than never, but still. It must be hard right now if you're on the VEGA side to find the sort of the rallying call.
Kind of curious, was it a sound card issue again?
Potentially. Looks like he's all good.
Yeah, everybody's readying up.
Should be voted back in any second.
Alright.
Very interesting. I mean, the panel were bringing up, I think, a valid point, which is that traditionally Virtus Pro are a bit slow in tournaments to begin with, and they sort of ramp up throughout. So if they start at this level, you certainly wonder what could come next.
Well, it will certainly be a more difficult match considering you only play against winners. You only play against teams with the identical score lines to your own in the Swiss system. And so VP, you know, you got a great draw in VEGA Squadron to start things off here for your tournament. From here on out, it gets more difficult to keep winning. And oh, here we go, the HCs, and Snacks finding the opening, the double opening. Double entry frag straight into ramp. And he will be able to dodge the shot from JR as well.
Kashenda's right underneath him, but my god, does he have a little work to do there in all around him. And Neo surviving just long enough to lure Kashenda into that. I mean,
see, that's what Neo's doing, you know? He's just staying alive long enough, exactly.
And that's sort of a problem, right? In that situation, Kashenda needs a straight headshot kill and then on to the next, right? As soon as Neo's like, oh, I'm just going to crouch here on the ramp, then the game is up. JR and Chopper, 2 versus 3. I feel like you sort of have to fight this. You've got to be gunning for a 10-5 first half. Taz with a headshot, making sure that probably doesn't happen. Snacks has got the triple kill, and he's still alive to try and make it maybe a quad. In fact, he's waiting for Chopper to make his way out. He's picked up the AWP, and Snacks, easy kill for the quad. 11-2. Virtus Pro gliding right through this first match in the first half as well. Man. This is nuts, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely nuts.
This is what you get when you play VP on Nuke right now. There's a while where it's just like, you don't play VP on Nuke. And clearly that while is not over. They are still just crazy on this map. Look at this. Snacks just looks like he's in his home turf. 3 big rounds, 4 with the exit here at the end. And so, 11-2.
He's everywhere with that AK-47. He's just so mobile with it. Catching almost all the timings. 14th round here. They are trying to get the push into the lobby, and actually they've worked that out well so far, dropping the bomb. And if they could have just got the kill on Neo, at least it would have been a 2-on-2. And now Virtus Pro slowing it down. Yeah, there's still a chance here.
Yeah, this could get nasty. Trophy room. And the bomb dropped in the open. I think a lot of this could come down to Snacks. They can just kind of sit and hold these angles, though. There's still plenty of time here for Virtus Pro. You know, the problem is that wherever Snacks goes now, he's going to make some noise if he breaks the windows or he opens that door. So this might be the setup for his teammates to try and do something here.
Such an enormous amount of time left here. VEGA. It's very difficult because they can't just go and stand in lobby and wait. With 2 people, you're not going to have enough angles to cover. So, I mean, in some ways, this makes sense for Mir, but he's still only covering 1 angle, whereas his teammate has got just a lot more to cover. Like, Chopper, look at him. He's in a strange position right now.
Yeah, a lot to worry about. And Neo, I think, just spotted him, but Chopper wins that fight. So now it's even. 2 versus 2. He has no idea that Pasha's behind him, and Pasha misses the chance. Thinks that he's holding close hut instead. So information given up there, but 25 seconds left on the clock. And now it's on VP to do, while they just buddy up and head down to the B side. I like this a lot from them. Snacks is there to cover Pasha as Pasha goes for the plants, and sure enough, Snacks will get the spot, but more importantly, he allows for Pasha to actually see it through.
Yeah, bit of AK damage from top of the grenade. Oh, nice push in from Chopper, not waiting at all now. Snacks, he's been taking a lot of dreams away from VEGA already. Maybe he could do this with a 1 versus 2. Smoke is up for the defuse. He actually hits that shot right through the smoke. Now going to close the door in front of them. The full defuse coming in front, and Snacks going to get them. Still 5 seconds left for the spray, and he gets it with a double kill, stealing their dreams round after round. And now we're up to 16 kills on Snacks in just 14 rounds. My God.
Yeah,
he's only died 4 times in the first half.
Yeah, no,
how could that even be
this
real?
has just been the VP show, man. Hey, look at the rest of his team. 16 kills for Snacks. Yeah, 14 on Pasha, Bialy with 12, and Taz with 12. There just isn't enough. There just isn't enough for Neo. It's not like he's trying to get, he's failing to get kills or anything. It's just like his teammates are sucking all the oxygen out of the room. There just aren't enough frags to go around.
It's a bit greedy, isn't it?
I know, right? Come on. Sharing is caring. I like that.
They don't want none of your communist Counter-Strike. They're not interested. 15th round, last of the first half here, and right now Virtus.pro are playing. There's got to be a lot of Virtus.pro fans out there thinking, yes, finally. They seem to be on the right track again. Snacks will take down J-Arm, and now it's a 5 versus 3 here. The money is not there, the weapons aren't there. Everything right now is falling apart for VEGA Squadron. Admittedly, it's a best-of-1 game, but what a rough way to start the major tournament if you're VEGA.
Yeah, just a beatdown. A total beatdown. 2-man advantage, 15th round. And yeah, Virtus.pro lead by 10 rounds. It is 12-2 in VP's favor, and they're looking pretty good to get the 13th here as well. But everybody's just kind of they just have this gentleman agreement where they're going to sit and wait, it looks like. Not a whole lot of movement coming through from VEGA.
It's really interesting. Virtus.pro, I mean, they know they have this map in the bag. They don't want to give anything up. They're going to put down all the grenades, all the smokes. They will lose Snacks, but still Chopper is in a bit of a weird position now. More smokes going up to block him out. Well, a bit of a gap, actually. Maybe he could exploit that. He's certainly looking to make his way through, and Pasha's going to be going down. This is beautiful play from Chopper. I'm not sure it'll be enough, but certainly doing a remarkable job. 3rd kill for him. Kashenda, now is the time to step it up and help out. The quad kill coming in. All of them UMP frags, but the bomb is down. Bialy, he's got a bit of a lead here against the AWP. He's going to land the headshot finally, and Chopper's done all the work in this round, and I'm afraid it might not be enough here. He hasn't got the kit, he hasn't got any more grenades. He's picked up at least an AK. Can he get the headshot? He can't. He gets stolen away. The heartless man, Bialy, gonna steal it the last round. 13-2 in favor of Virtus.pro. After all of that.
Yeah, it's just they used all of the round VP, and there's no utility left either.
That win the pistol, you get a good start. Maybe it's possible to make it slightly back into this game. Still think the full road to the comeback almost. I think, or maybe just the regular timeout.
I mean, they do have a few minutes at the halftime, right? And so It does look like it's a tech issue, though, this time around. But the players are allowed to take a pretty long break, actually, at halftime if they want. It is an option for them. It's just very rare that we actually see teams do that, right? Where they, when you're switching sides, especially if you're going into T side, usually you have your pistol side mapped out already. You can see Snacks. He's got all the notes ready, lined up.
Now, is it actual tactics, or is he just is it his own script that he's writing, like his own movie script where he's starring in the lead role, just ready to send it off to Hollywood?
Snacks just like, all right, let's go. We're ready.
There we go.
There's the water. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, it takes its toll on you carrying this much weight.
I mean, really, just what are in those notes? Really just he was reading it. Okay, hit all the headshots. Right, throw it back to Cuban. Right, I got it, Cuban, now. Thank you. That's good.
More of that. Just lines of paper that says you can do it over and over again.
I can do this. That's right, Snacks. You can be a monster. Ooh, clever camera work, but that's, of course, what we expect from PGL.
They do make the game look beautiful, don't they? 16th round is coming up now. The second half is live, and Mia, right off the bat, jumping off the silo, straight onto the roof here. See if he could surprise anyone with that Glock. Neo must have heard him drop down. He's right underneath him, and Neo spots him first. You could see the actual gun models blocking Mia there from actually seeing Neo. That's a bit interesting, but the shadow shows, and Patra coming in from the other angle. Taz is going to be going down now. They're trying to get up to heaven, and Kashanda picking up a second kill for himself. Snacks and Neo still alive, and Neo getting a kill, looking for a bit more here. Now it's a 2-on-2. Snacks sniping away, and Neo just tapping madly. Still hits the headshot, and a final one coming in. Neo saving all of his firepower for the second half pistol. A triple for him. And Virtus Pro now at 14. How do you hit headshots with the USP like that?
You just spray and you pray, and well, somebody was listening this time for Neo. But that's the other thing, he's like, okay, he's low on frags, but talk about a time to show up. The triple at the end, 3 pistol round kills, and basically setting VP up now to crush Vega Squadron. 14-2, and VP, of course, have bought up. Vega, they've gone for the force pistol Kevlar. A single smoke grenade on Kashanda. They can't even get a smoke wall up to help them get the secret.
It's sort of sad. That would have been such a beautiful strat from Vega, because they would have had Near and Mini and then 3 men up heaven. They would have a huge crunch on the A-bomb side. It would have been quite nice to see that actually work out, but Neo had to stop them.
Snacks is just waiting for these guys to get close. Unfortunately, the MP9 is not great if you're trying to take a fight with a guy on Marshmallow.
No, especially if he has armor, right?
Oh, but this could be... Look at this. The tapping with the MP9, not the best gun, sure enough. There's the flash follow-up. But really, what I was getting excited about was, is Snacks going to do what he used to do, which is just find the perfect timing to go through the smoke and eviscerate someone.
They are looking very indecisive here, Vega, because they put up the smoke so they could get down into secret. Now they're backing out again to try and fight Snacks, and he's quite happy about that one. It's sort of falling apart here for the T side. Bialy waiting for Chopper on the other side here. A lot of damage has been dished out. Some great grenades from VP in this round as well, especially the first 2 I think landed on maybe JR and Chopper. Did a lot of damage. This is out of control.
Oh, there we go. There's one. Tagged down to 10 HP though, Chopper. And well, unfortunately for him, there's like a firing squad just waiting for him. And the Beast himself, right close, exactly. Snacks right around the corner. Hits that timing. Gets the kill, and it's match point, 13 of them for Virtus Pro. So a very comfortable situation to find yourself in right now if you're a VP. And really, Snacks, just throw away the MP9. Exactly. Oh, he gives the AWP over to Pasha. Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
15-2.
I want to just see everybody go for rifles, though, in this round and just end it. It's not so much about building economy now. It's more just about just continuing to stomp Vega into a bloody pulp.
Yeah, finish out the game. Don't allow for them to do anything. These long-range smokes again coming out. And sort of a similar style here from JR, or at least trying to do what Pasha was doing in the first half. Doesn't quite work out. Pasha instead picking up 2 shots with the AWP. Neil with 1, and Hachi trying to see if he can bring it back. It's not going to happen. Kashanda the last one, and he goes down 16-2 in favor of Virtus Pro. Looking very strong in their first game of the PGL Major. That is such a relief. I think many people